Okay, I feel like I forgot how to film or start videos because it's been forever since I've done one. But yes, this is a sketchbook tour. It is the Inktober 2024 sketchbook tour, and this is actually a notebook. It's not actually a sketchbook, but you'll get to see what I did when I start showing what's inside. So these are the stickers if you want to see them. This one's my own sticker, and that one, and that one. But the other ones are from Upcrate. Jasmine got me that one, and that's from Art Snacks, and then I got that from Redbubble, which is a HoloNet sticker. So let's go, let's do it. Now, I didn't follow the official prompt list. I did my own. And I've been playing this game called Nine Souls. Absolutely amazing, love it to bits, one of the best games I've ever played, and I love the art style, so I basically just done art based off of that. And I can remember this character now. It's called Yi, and yeah, let's start. So I did this as the title page, and for this I used my Ohuhu markers because I wanted to make sure that this Inktober was dedicated to markers, as I'm not very good at markers. I don't think so anyway. But yeah, I used Ohuhus, and I also used these. This is my new favourite liner in the entire world. Will it focus? The Autographic liners in 0.1 point. Oh, it's not going to show you. But yeah, I don't know if you can see it there. If you want to zoom right in on your phones, tablets or whatever. That's what I used for the inking. So what I decided to do was an illustration, a mini doodle, and a little bit about the character. So if you want, you can always just pause and read through what the characters are. But this is Xuan or Sean. Now I can't pronounce any of these names properly, so bear with. So yeah, this is Inktober Day 1. This is one of the main characters that Yi encounters. He's so cute. Then day 2 I did Heng, or however you want to pronounce it, which is Yi's younger sister, and I did a little doodle of her there, and I kind of wanted to keep it sort of easy because I don't know if you can see, the background is a bit meh, you know, it's not the best. I tried to focus on the character because I'm not very good at backgrounds when it comes to markers. And I always made sure to cut out on a separate piece of paper what they call them, and do like this triangular effect because that's what the speech bubbles came up in the game. Day 3 we have Jiaquan, or however, I'm gonna stop saying however you want to pronounce it. And he is one of the bosses in the game that you have to beat, one of the 10 souls in the council, and he oversees the transmutation factory. I like this boss fight, it's really cool. And if you ever want to know anything about 9 souls or the boss fights or anything, just Google 9 souls in YouTube and have a good old look. I really enjoyed this character. I like the colours of him, and the background is, I think it makes the character pop a bit. And I always made sure to use it's not a jelly roll, it's like a mango roll. 1 second, I'll show you. This one. This is probably the best white gel pen, Posca, whatever you want to call it, ever, that I've ever used, which is the manga liner. It's just perfect, and it's the extra fine one in 0.7 to 2, I think. I just love it, it's perfect. It's just the best one I've used anyway. Day 4 I drew the shaman, and there's quite a funny thing about this, because when I was writing down the story of her, and there's like a side quest with another character, and it says the guards invade the village and stabbed her to death, which is true. But then at the end it said, but she died of old age or unnatural causes or whatever, but it's not. Hello? Bertie, have you come to say hello? He's come back upstairs. He was downstairs asleep, but he's come down now. One second, actually, I'm going to show you. I'm going to take this off and show you. Bertie! Hello! Have you come to say hello? I'm filming. I'm filming a video. Yeah. Anyway, back to the video as I'm messing this about. Oh, I had it all perfect and now I've got to start again now. Okay. Right, is that correct? Now we've got people outside. Hang on. Oh well, we'll just leave it. Do we leave it like that? Yes, okay. I don't know if that's in the same position that it was, but yeah, I just found that a little bit funny. So yeah, that's the shaman. Inktober day 5, I did Leah, a little doodle of him there floating, which is an unidentified old man who appears whenever you enter the world of martial arts through the old tree node. So you see this guy when you learn new moves, basically, and I think it's one of his sort of, I don't know what you'd call them, accomplices or whatever. I've also got green tea here as well. And a twirl. Now this is Lady Ethereal for day 6. She's one of the 10 souls in the council and is responsible for managing the Cortex Centre. There's such a really, really funny thing about this boss fight where in the background it looks like a lady flower, and hopefully you all know what I mean by lady flower, but if you don't, just Google the boss fight. Yeah, I really like this character. She's quite innocent, but it kind of went all wrong in the end and she sort of turned a little bit loopy. Then for day 7 I did Shanghai 9000, which is a broken assertive robot, and he had a Dust Guardian, Solarian Dust Guardian friend, and eventually became one of Yegon's experiments, and you'll find out about that character later on, and you will see the Dust Guardian later on, so you'll know what I'm talking about. It's busy out there. So day 8 I drew Yi. Love this character. They're also one of the 10 souls, which is the keeper of the grotto scriptures. Now I love this area of the game, and the music, it's absolutely brilliant. I just love it. I had to pause the video because I completely forgot where I've got to, but I forgot to mention that this is actually a notebook. You know, the papers are really, really thin and it's not used for markers at all. So what I did was I have some, I shouldn't have used this for markers, but it's like cartridge paper from, I forgot their name, forgot the company, but I was going to do it originally as my own sketchbook, but it didn't work out, so basically I ended up cutting these and doing the illustration and then sticking them in and rounding off the corners with one of these, which I highly recommend. You just put the thing in there like that, press it, and it rounds the corner. So yeah, that's what I did. Inktober day 9, we have the Red Tiger Elite, which is a major I can't say that word, which is the first boss in the game. And yeah, there's a little bit about it there if you want to read about it. Now day 10, this irritates me because this is blank, because I couldn't find any information on what this character was. But this is also the person that you learn the abilities and martial arts off of. It's getting a little bit dark now outside. Let's go back, there we go. So yeah, that's blank. I'll fill it in eventually, hopefully. Then day 11 I did Fushi. Now I pronounced it in English what I thought that sounded like. I am not going to say it because I'll get demonetized. So yeah, this is another character on the Council of the 10 Souls, but they've also got like a twin sister which you will see later on. Love this boss fight and the music. The soundtracks to this game are incredible. I did Schwan again, just because he's so adorable. And that was a little bit more about him, because he's an orphaned child, or 8 men as they call him, who lives in Peach Blossom Village, and it's the first person that Yi meets. Now Yi, this character, oh no, this character here is who you play as in the game, and you give him like gifts. You pick up gifts in the map, and you give it to him as well, and they have like different dialogue. So Inktober Day 13, this is Yi. This is like one of the first opening scenes that you see. He's in this situation, but he gets saved. So yeah, he was a former member of the 10 Souls, which I didn't know about. He's the 10th member, but they call the game 9 Souls because you've got to, spoiler alert, get all the 9 souls. And this is another, is it Yanlao? Who's also another one of the 10 souls, but he's responsible for overseeing the warehouse. And he's a very, very old soul. And it says that for generations his family guarded the hoard of treasures left behind by their ancestors. And in his youth he may have felt ambivalent, is that it? About his mission. As he grew older, he gradually recognised and I can't even read my own writing, but you can read it. Now, I had to do something really simple for this because I was struggling this day, and the only thing I could think of doing was one of the soul seals, and this is Kwafu soul seal. It's not the best, it's not my favourite piece of art, so I'm gonna move on. For day 16, I did one of the enemies in the game, and this is the Wizard Phoenix Guard, and it's a part of the Phoenix Legion, which is a category of flying enemies found throughout the game. And these are like the other 2 variants of this that you'll see. Then I did another enemy, just to show what the enemies may look like in the game. So this is the Imperium Warden, and it's a part of the Imperium Legion, and they're found in the later half of the game. They're quite difficult, and that's another variant of this, and then that's obviously the sword that they have. Next up we have Gumang, and she's another one of the 10 souls in the council, but she's responsible for managing the agriculture of the New Kunlun. And yeah, I like this character. It reminds me of one of those, if you ever played Yu-Gi-Oh! Harpy? He's one of the Harpy characters from, could be, yeah, if you've played Yu-Gi-Oh! You'll know what I'm talking about. But I really liked the colour scheme on this one. I really enjoyed it. I feel like I could have got her face a little bit paler, but I don't have all of the colours of Ohuhu colours. I don't own the massive set, which would be amazing. And plus I need some refills now because they're all dying. But I've been writing them down. Now, Kwafu, who comes up later on, he's not a boss battle. He has a robot, or Yingzhao as they pronounce it, to battle for him in his place as, yeah, you'll see. So yeah, this is like the first boss, like the boss of the game, not mini boss, boss. And he guards the Radiant Pagoda and the soul of Kwafu. But yeah, it's a cool fight. He looks like a large centaur enemy. But yeah, like I say, if you go on YouTube you can see how cool they are. I did Yi again, drew him again. Like, I just liked this one. I think this is my favourite piece for the background. I really like how that one turned out. And then I drew him there again, but that's when he's with a Lady Ethereal, but I'm not gonna I'm not going to discuss those scenes on the internet. Now this is Kwafu. This is the guy. He's otherwise known as Gorgeous Beefcake, Calorie Crusher, or Uncle Chubby. And I just love this character, he's so good. Now, he's part of the 10 Souls, but he isn't evil. He isn't an enemy, really. He's one of Yi's best friends, and Swan Brother. So, I've done a lot of this Inktober privately this year, and I've quite enjoyed that. I haven't really shown it anywhere on the social medias. I didn't think I'd have much time to really do any art having a puppy, but he's calmed it down quite a lot now since getting older. He's 6 months old now, so he's not too bad, and I know his sleep patterns as well. But yeah, this is the Phantom Elite enemy for day 22, and I bloody hated this one. It was found protecting the shrine in the grotto scriptures, which I will talk about a little bit later on, but it was annoying. It was so annoying. Oh god, you know when you just play a game and you're stuck on this one boss for ages, but then when you leave it and you come back you beat it first time? It was like one of those. So yeah, speaking of the scriptures, in there was 3 great sages, and you had to do all these puzzles to unlock lore and a bunch of loot. Treasure, as you want to call it. So this is the first one, Yinjifu, or Jifu, I don't know the pronunciation, but he was the first of the 3 sages. And the next one was Luya, another 3 of the greats. My goodness me. Another one of the 3 great sages found in all 9 kingdoms by leading a team of 100 to take control over Shaoshan Sphere. Next up we have I don't know, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, but this is another one of the 3 great sages. Now these little doodles I forgot to mention are supposed to look like they're ghosts. Because obviously they're all dead. And yeah, that's my attempt at doing a ghost. Next up, for day 26 we have Nuwa, which is another one of the 10 souls. Now this is the twin of Fushi. Now if I'm getting this correctly, they were twins, but they were also married, apparently. I'm not sure if that's correct. Any 9-souled fans out there that may find themselves watching this, then let me know. Really like this character and character design. And they're basically sort of the administrators of the Empyrean district, and they have a lot of money. Now next up is Xiao. I love this character. Oh my god, he's amazing. But his story at the end is so sad. It really, really is so sad. I'm not going to spoil it, but poor guy. Now this is the Dust Guardian that I was talking about. Now this is actually a previous comic, and it was a main character of the prequel comic Shanghai 9000. Now I'm going to have to look this up to read about it, but she sort of like, her eyes sort of went bad, like deteriorated. So she was given like a home assistive robot, and she treated it as its friend basically. So I don't know the full story, but we'll find out when I read the comic. Now this is Shenong, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce that, and he's another main character of the game, and it's so funny. It's so funny, I love it. Because you basically sort of drink his own urine and get drunk to get more life. That is the most weirdest, bizarre sentence I've ever said in my entire life. Oh my goodness me, moving on. I can't believe we're on day 30 already. That is crazy, isn't it? Well, this one was pretty hard to do. This is Ruyi, otherwise referred to as Abacus, which is another main character. And it is a robot, but also like a hologram as well. And I didn't know how I was going to achieve the hologram effect without... I don't know how I was going to do it, so I basically just used oil pastels to create this effect. Which is why I've put this film over the top, because otherwise it'll just ruin it. But he's Yi's dedicated personal assistant and an artificial intelligence system. So yeah, he's another main character in the game. And moving on to the last day, we have the final boss in the game and the main person of the Ten Souls Council. She's basically the leader, I presume. And this is Aegon, which is an epic boss battle. Probably one of the... definitely the best one in the game and the hardest, which I've not beaten yet. I'm going for true ending, so that's a lot harder. I don't know what it is, the ending is, because I'm still trying to beat the boss. I've not seen any spoilers, so... yeah, that's the last character, but I didn't stop there, I carried on, you know me. So I just show you some more illustrations, drawings that I did after Inktober. So yeah, just a few sketches of different characters here and there, and I did do all the jades and write them all down, like the jade system. And these are basically abilities that help you through the game. So you can pause and read them if you want to. So I did a lot extra than I did last year, and I just really enjoyed it. I think this has to be my favourite Inktober that I've done. I really have enjoyed it. But yeah, that's it. That is the end of my Inktober, and yeah, thanks for watching the video, coming along and seeing what I did this year. And if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment down below what your favourite day was of mine that I did, and I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you next time with another video. Okay, bye bye!